morning I just woke up and I found out that perfection is something that no one can attain in life ever. And this is something that I've been trying to do with this podcast, with my life, with content. Be perfect, 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 and have it align the way that I have it in my mind for making money in relationships and a life. It has to be so detailed. If you don't know what this is Talking Tough. I share my thoughts. It's a digital diary of sorts. And that's something I used to say, Talking Tough. I don't even know what this is. But the whole point of this is to have a digital diary to document the thoughts of a human living life. Because a lot of times in our lives, we fake and we think 2025 is the year I got to do it just like everybody else do it. And just like everybody else did it. No, it's not the year for any of that. If I'm animated, if my hair is crazy like it is on this camera, this is life. It's actually life. It's a Wednesday. I know it's the day of New Year's. Clap, 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 cheer. But it's actually Monday, middle of the week, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And this is how I look on a Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And for my life, I want more. And I know if you're watching this, you want more for your life. And this is practical advice from, again, I'm not no armchair philosopher saying, oh, I have all the answers to life. Look at me. Look at my hair. But hey, the kid blessed by God to look like I am and talk like I am. Anyways, I know that this stage and you're setting a standard for your life and you want to be disciplined in your life. But it's important to know that we can actually live our lives. For me, whether it's with content, whether it's with a podcast, whether it's with speaking in my life and the different things that I do, I feel like I have to always be, what do they say, quote unquote, provide value, give value. And if you're me, a recovering people pleaser, that's all you lead with is, okay, I got to think, edit, read to give value. Obviously, you want to serve people, but I have forgot to be myself. I have forgot to stand in who I am. At times I dim my light because I'm trying to learn how to communicate effectively to this person, to this person, to this person. What about this person? I'm pointing at me. What about this person? But what about you? Don't start this year with this big plan, with this big business, with this big vision, and forget about you. And this is for the people that aren't selfish. Hello? If you're selfish, you should probably think about somebody else. But anyways, I have the camera moving around. This is my room. I'm in my room. I can't even see myself on the camera. Who cares? But this is my test to myself to host. Again, I'm privileged not to care about what people think. Honestly, I don't. I care in the way of wanting to serve, but I don't care how it looks. But why don't I make content that shows that as an example, that lives up to that? Because that's literally me in real life. If you meet me in real life, that's how it is. If I meet you in real life, I'm sure that you're bigger and different than you are on camera. Why do we feel, because we are behind these screens looking at these phones, that we have to be like the majority? We are the minority. You are the minority. You are the only you for a reason. And I know in this season, you need to be comfortable showing up as you. A lot of my friends are like, oh, why? You're always content, because content is the new currency. And if you want to be a world changer, a leader, an example for the people after you, leave a legacy, it's to actually get good at content. I just spent my whole day reading and writing and relearning editing, because my editing process, I know I'm okay at it, but there's a lot of things like keyframes and, man, my process, I take a lot of time. I spent the day trying to save time and actually learning. For you, what does that look like? This is actually January 1. How can we discipline ourselves to be ourselves, one, but discipline ourselves to actually improve on what we've already become? That's a question for all of us. But this is, again, as I walk over to my desk, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to put the camera because I'm getting a little tired. But as I think about today and this year, I just want us to have a collective pause and then push play. Because the pausing, we done did that the week before, prior to the new year hit, because we done paused, we done reflected. Now it's to push play and to put it out. not to be a perfectionista. Put it out because you need the data. You need the data. If you want to do content, if you want to affect people, if you want to build something bigger than yourself, you need data. You need more data, less perfection. Because if you live in your head, you won't do nothing. And then 2026 will come and you're still wanting to do the thing that you always wanted to do. It's called you. You're not going to stop being you anytime soon. I say that because I've always wanted to do YouTube. I honestly have. And I believe my pivoting last year was good. I was able to do a lot short form, but long form, even though this video ain't going to be that long, but long form is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always liked it. I've always cared about expression and creative expression, being able to express yourself creatively, open and honest, and connect with people all over the world who are kind of like you, but don't say it. That I think it's so powerful. And you learn so much from somebody with a longer video than you do with 90-second clips. And so this is my attempt to do that. But when you want to be excellent at something, and if it's really something that you really want to do for you, whether it's short form content, any type of content, you have your people that you look up to, people that you admire, people that you're inspired by. And because you can't recreate exactly what they do, you don't put it out. This is the year, this is the season where you put it out. You understand? This is where you put it out. That's why I'm coming on here and I say I'm here to give you permission to be yourself, all of yourself, not the highlight of Instagram. And that's why I'm on YouTube, because Instagram is all highlights. Even though my content is really like, yeah, get it, motivational, boom, boom, rock the world. I understand that. But there's another side, and there's different sides to everybody. It's called the mundane. It's called the Wednesday. It's called the Wednesday night. It's called the Wednesday night when the hair, no retwist, the dread swinging, look crazy. Yeah, I'm going to show up just like I am. Yeah, my teeth cracked. Yeah. 29 at the crib with my family. I drive a 2008 BMW X5 that I should get a new car, but if I don't got no lady and I don't got nowhere to go, why the hell would I use money? You understand? That thing is in stocks. Anyways, I feel like I have to say that because as a almost 30, as a young man growing up, many of us lead with that bravado. And I'm not anything different. My ego would like to lead with bravado. And I've worked here and I've done this. No, I'm just like you. You just like me. You weird in your ways too. And I think it's more than ever in this time, in this age, in this stage, 2025, we need more people being real. I might be redundant on the things that I say, but who cares? Again, I'm not here trying to be the man. No. If you want, and I think some of that just flows through me because that's who I am. I'm a believer, and I can't not speak about God and not pour into you because I love you. But the whole mindset of if I don't have nothing to teach today, I won't show up. No, because that's the enemy. That's your mind belief. Peep the logo in the back. That's your mind belief, trying to eat at your light. Have you showing up in your life as a shell of yourself? No. You see, I'm about to point at something real quick. For those of you that don't know, obviously, I'm the only person that knows. I just, with my left hand, I'm holding the camera like I don't have a tripod connected to it, but I just want to hold it. So I only have one hand to show you an hourglass that I just lifted up. Let me do it again. I'm holding up an hourglass to those listening on the audio. And this hourglass, with the sand inside this glass, highlights the time in your life that you have to worry about everybody else. And so when the sand runs out, because the sand is almost running out, that is your moment to not care about what everybody else says. Hello? And it's almost like you need a practice built in to make you try things, to make you uncomfortable. Because this year, it's easy to stay stuck if you don't ever jump out and do things that you're like, oh, why would I ever do that? It's easy to just say, okay, I can just be me and be me and be me. If I don't want to do that, nope. If I do want to do this, nope. If I do want to do that, yes. It's easy. It's so easy to be comfortable. It's so hard to be uncomfortable. You almost need a practice that prompts you to do the thing that you know you want to do. That's why the goal setting is powerful. That's why journaling is powerful, because when you go back and you actually have time to go back and look at what you said, it's set in stone. You wrote it in a big fat Sharpie. You can see what you really want instead of running to the quickest thing when your emotions run crazy on you and overwhelm you. No, 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 no. As long as this hourglass still going, I'm going to keep talking. And I didn't even expect to use this as a barometer for how I'm going to go on here, but I'm using it. But as long as you have this time right now in your life, in your stage, in this new year, it's to be proud of how you got here. It's the energy, it's the courage, it's the support that you had for yourself to keep going. But it's also the community support that also poured into you. And there's people around you that understand what you have inside of you. And they are looking to you to keep going. So I'm going to need you to keep going. And so today, I was at a New Year's Eve service at Shoreline City Church in Dallas yesterday. And I was just looking. And we got there at 10. And the year before, I remember driving around Dallas, almost wanted to go to church, but I'm like, bro, I'm trying to be by something. You feel me? I'm a single man. I ain't trying to go crazy, but I need a little something. You feel me? And so this year I did the opposite, but I talked to a friend in service after I done shed some tears. I was praying. I was like, but as the hourglass ends, that means like you're done. Think about anybody else. Anyways, I was in the service after I shed a couple of tears. I looked to my right to my friend Josh Wesley. Shout out to you. And I was like, it'd be nice to have a New Year's Eve kiss. New Year's Eve kiss. It would be nice. And if you're listening, if you're watching, don't act like you ain't never thought about it. So shut up. Because we're human. We want to belong. And while we look left, look right, and all the other years, you see people kiss, 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 and he's like, dang. And so that thought ran across my mind, but the conclusion was it's so good to be in the house of the Lord. But honestly, this is also a year where I'm trying to find a wife too. And before you find a wife, because I think there's a stage, I want some kids. And before kids, you would need a wife. And before a wife, you would need a girlfriend. And before a girlfriend, you would actually need to go out and not angle, but can I think? Yes, I can think. Not just sit in the house and edit. You actually have to be social. I'm a social person, but when you have a mission and you lock yourself into serving and pleading and being this man for everybody else, you forget who you are. Translation. Be you. All of you. And it's cool to go down that social pool as well. If that didn't make sense, who cares? If you liked any of this, please do me a favor. I'm used to saying rate and review. This isn't a podcast episode, Norwich. Just end it. Have a beautiful year. Bye.